Hi, everybody. So this is why we're here, the social media bio and page optimization. So I want to introduce myself and then we'll go around the room and introduce each other. So yeah, so I'm Sarah Hilsenberg. I have lived in the Salem area for 4.5-ish years now. My background pertaining to marketing is back when I took got my bachelor's degree at Within Marketing and Business Administration from Western. For the past 12, 13 plus years, I've actually been in the healthcare industry. Still on my 9-to-5 specific aside business that I've grown. Created it last year and started out by taking a course on Facebook and Instagram ads management, but quickly realized that people are probably more interested in the social media management from the get-go rather than the ads management, especially locally. So I kind of shifted gears away from the ads initially. Topics that we're going through for the workshop. Basically, what you want to wrap your head around for your business that's going to be able to be utilized effectively on social media. And some highlights on Instagram, Facebook, hashtags, and then at the end, I'd love to, if there's any volunteers, do live examples if you want to make any updates to your pages or, brainstorm the group here. So basically the who, what, where, when, and how are things you're going to want to wrap your head around for your business, for your social media page. The who, obviously that includes yourself and your business and your brand, and who you're trying to get the attention of, so your customers and your audience. You want them to trust your business, to provide them what they need. I think the next slide. Basically, so I was listening to an audiobook recently, and this quote here from Building a Story Brand says, companies sell solutions to external problems, but customers buy based on internal problems. So you can see some examples here, basically. Yeah, you need for why. But your internal problem that you're really trying to actually solve is that you want to have a great girls' night or whatever you're trying to host or bring wine to, make a good first impression or something like that. And then there's the philosophical problem that's kind of like the big picture of what you want to present and solve for people. It's like that example. It says wine should be shared with friends. You kind of want to tie that concept or idea or another one into what you're presenting on your social media page. So there's a couple other examples there. So people feel like you're answering their internal problems, they're going to be more likely to buy your product or service. And aware, you're going to want to make sure your service area or physical location is on your social media. Kind of frustrating when you go to a restaurant's page and they don't have the link to their address or their hours. You have to click through and go to their website and try and find it there. And as an example. When, so hours of availability and operation. And how, make sure you want to outline the easiest way so they can work with you or order from you. Basically announcing if you're accepting new clients, customers, things like that when you're service based. And then what's the next step? How can you get in touch with you? Want to message you, phone you, email you, things like that. And for Instagram, some of these are tied to both Instagram and Facebook with asterisks there. Just some bullet points is the bio photo should be recognizable and the same on all platforms. So people don't get confused. The Instagram name field is searchable, so make sure you put keywords in there. So if you're familiar with Instagram, that's the line right under your photo. before the bio description.
Double check it.
And then the bio itself, right under the name, should include as much as you can as far as who you're serving, what you're providing, where you are, how they can get in touch with you. Things like that. And then the highlights, not a lot of people use them. Some people do. But those pull from your stories. So if you're posting stories, you can save them in highlight bubbles. So like start here could be one, or behind the scenes, or types of product, or specials, or stuff like that. And then call to actions, I would use those in your posts or stories. And that's going to encourage engagement, going to increase reach. And Facebook has cover photos, so it's the size and dimensions for that. You can join groups. There's a bunch of them locally here that you can join with your business page and engage that way, so that you can answer questions when people are asking for business recommendations or things that are relevant to your business. And using location tags on your post is going to increase reach as well. And then finding out if pages are running ads. That's something that you wanted to do. You can see it for yourself and any other business page out there. So you just go to the About section on their Facebook page and then go to Page Transparency, and I'll show you if they're actively running ads right now. And so Facebook and Instagram are linked under the same Meta Business Suite. Create posts from it, answer messages, all of that, so you're not having to bounce back and forth from Facebook to Instagram. You can create stories, reels, posts, and see what's been going on with them. Inbox, which that links to the messenger. And then utilizing consistent brand colors, fonts, and also the tone of voice in your content is going to increase the brand recognize, or make it easier for people to recognize your brand. Just what's funny here is, yeah, people's attention spans, as everyone's aware, is increasing rapidly with the internet. So, gotta make them pay attention. And hashtags aren't dead. I think Instagram, I would say, is obviously more prone to people using hashtags. Facebook, I would definitely use a couple. You don't usually use as much as Instagram, I don't think. But make sure they're relevant to what your business is, what you're providing, who your customer is. You don't want to stray too far. So you can use location-based ones. There's Cleveland, Washington, Kittitas County. You know, and I have some examples here, and we can help brainstorm for you guys' businesses if that's something you're interested in. And then you can use them to promote your events and marketing campaigns. So you can be like, you know, for an event, tag X, Y, and Z in your post when you attend. So you're not going to want to use all of these every time. Of course, Instagram's limit is 30. Facebook, I'm not sure, but I imagine it's about the same. So your title or what your business is, what you do, the topic of the actual content itself on that particular post or reel, and your audience that you're trying to get the attention of, and location-based ones. Or hashtags inside of the business suite, which is what I use right now for posting. Is you can search the hashtags and it shows you how many are on Facebook, how many are on Instagram. So that's kind of a quick and dirty way just to see if it's something that people are using and looking for. You don't want to use all super generic ones or all really really obscure ones specific or too long. So,
Is it okay, so we have like a cluster of hashtags that we use in every single post, and is that okay? And then we like add a couple of extras that are specific.
yeah, as long as the consistent ones are relevant to,
Cool.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it.